Are dogs taking over the city? We're in Stanley Park in Toronto to find out. Well, let's start with yes or no. Is Toronto being taken over by dogs?
I believe so, yes.
There's definitely a lot of dogs in the city. I think especially after COVID, you totally saw a boom. I mean, we are one of them that got a dog, so we're probably part of the problem.
Absolutely. There was a huge uptick in people adopting dogs and getting dogs during the COVID pandemic, of course. My name is Kristen Freeland, and I am a dog walker, and I have been doing so for about 6 years now.
Has it been good for business?
Excellent for business. I am not stopping. Yeah.
The neighborhood where I am, everybody has dogs, and I think I see more dogs than humans there.
I feel like there's a dog for every person.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This particular park has both an off-leash area and then a typical park area. And that's something that I think comes up and it's a little contentious for people, like whether they should be in one area or the other. Do you ever run into issues with people or have you noticed anything?
Short answer, yes. We personally don't bring our dog to a dog park. I think that the dog parks here in the city are too small. There's way too many dogs, and it just creates a lot of issues for dogs. If you can control your dog and you have full control of your dog and your dog's not going to run over to everybody and over to my dog, I don't have a problem with it, but the problem is people who bring their dogs off leash who they don't have control over.
I think it depends on the dog, and obviously the owner, I feel like, too, would know, if that type of dog is going to be aggressive, then maybe have a muzzle or not be in those particular areas.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to build some more dog parks. We need both. We need both dog-friendly and non-dog-friendly spaces because I totally respect that some people are not good with dogs, and that's fair. For example, this field is not supposed to be off-leash during the summer months, but you see people out here all the time with their dogs off-leash. So it's a give and a take where I understand that, you have to get your dog exercise and there's not enough spaces, but at the same time we have to respect everybody else who is around us.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to have more dog parks, even if they're smaller ones, or have more dog parks that are separated for smaller dogs, one for bigger dogs, like that. The more people that move into the neighborhood and more condos going up, there's definitely going to be more dogs. So I think we need more, honestly. We need more green space anyways, but for the most part, I think we should have more dog parks.
I prefer right now to bring Zoe here in this area rather than the dog park because I don't like it at all, and I'm seeing a lot of fights happening because everybody's distracted. So there's not a lot of control on the dog. So for me, it doesn't feel safe right now.
There were actually brawls in this dog park that I've seen, because a dog would just bite someone or fight with someone, and then everybody would get into it, and a lot of dogs would be fighting.
Dogs are amazing, but they need to be trained and they need to be introduced to each other properly. And I think a lot of people think that dogs just can do it on their own, but it's a lot more work than that. If you're gonna, have a good, well-trained dog, you got to start early. As soon as you bring them home, doesn't matter if they're a puppy or not. Do a little bit of observing around what other people are doing, and don't just let your dog run wild in terms of greeting other dogs and greeting other people, because you're going to end up very quickly with a poorly behaved dog, and then you're going to be dissatisfied with your life too.